What is cracking, people? Welcome to day number 8, I think it is. Let me have a look here. Yeah, day number 8 of testing the MLF beta to beta. I don't know why, but it just sounded really funny. So we've been testing it live, or I've been testing it live. Mac, Drew, whatever you want to call me. One of the co-founders, one of the team members, and we've just been testing every single day. I've been putting in a solid at least 10 hours with the system, making sure that I catch any bugs, making sure I catch any issues with the software, with the algorithm, and just am watching to see if anything looks awry. And day by day, slowly but surely, it seems to be getting better. We're finding sort of bug after bug, like we're out in the outback or out in the wop wops or hunting for creepy crawlies, but it seems to be slowing down a little bit in terms of us uncovering issues. We have uncovered a couple over the last few days, and they were significant in a sense that resolving them is going to make a huge difference, especially for the 1 day predictions that we have here. So I'm not going to be trading the 1 day predictions until this issue is resolved. I already had one that was active, but I've decided to get the best, most realistic picture of where we're at right now. It would make sense for me just to trade the 1 hour predictions. So I think I'm going to also stop documenting the 1 day predictions until this is resolved, although it may be resolved tomorrow. Like Amory's working on it, and he said it's a relatively simple thing to fix. So once that's sorted, hopefully by tomorrow, we shouldn't have to worry about that, and I can just keep doing what I've been doing. But for today, bar this morning, I've only traded the 1 hour predictions, just to, as I said, make it a little bit more realistic. So today's not been the best of days in terms of results. We had a couple of losers, 3 losers. This shouldn't have really happened. By the time I actually got to entering this trade, it was a losing trade in terms of it was, it was a loser overall. And in fact, I think we would have just lost a trade here. I didn't take this trade, but because I was already in long, I was already in like a sell order here. But what were we looking for? We were looking for, as you can see there on the left hand side, the Euro Jappy buy 10.1 pips. So we went up pretty much 8 pips. And it looks like we would have been stopped out. Yeah, so that would have been a loser. I give that one the cross. And we're time wise, we are an hour and 15 minutes into the New York session. So we've had 3 losers in the last sort of 20 minutes, and a lot of that is due to the volatility at the beginning of this market open, because we already got the London market sort of in the tail end, and now we have the New York session to deal with as well. And you can see sort of since it opened, we're on a 1 minute chart here, but jumping to the 5 minute chart, you count back about an hour from where we're at right now, 6:15, back to sort of here, and you can just see a massive pickup in volatility, not immediately, but then bam, and that happened on almost all charts within the first sort of 30 minutes of the market being open, and then it stopped us out on a few trades. It caused us to lose a few trades. I'm going to take this. No, I'm not, because it's only 3.8 predicted. The Euro USD has always been giving me very low predictions. That's something I need to possibly bring up. I'm going to document it, but I'm not going to take it. Not take. So yeah, possibly there's an issue there actually. just due to the low predicted pips, because I have noticed that's a common trend with the Euro USD. A very strong sell, buy, and 3.8, cool. Yeah, so we had a couple of losers. This, as I was sort of getting to discussing, had a huge spike, had a 25 pip spike in 1 minute, which actually I caught the tail or the beginnings of when I went to take this trade, and I wasn't really looking at the entry price, and I entered like it was a 12 pip trade or something, but I entered 2 pips away from my stop loss, and when I was trying to set the stop loss, it had already gone past it and it wouldn't allow me to, and I was like, what's going on? And then I realized that it had shot up, so I just exited that trade immediately, and we had a small lose there. I think it was only $9, but effectively that was a losing trade, although I probably should have never been in it to begin with, but we will count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 losers, and I think we had two winners. Was this today? One of these we hit today, but it was a carryover from yesterday. Let's see if we can figure it out here. Did we? Maybe we didn't. I thought we did. No. Okay, so in terms of actual trades, 4 losers, 1 winner. So less than ideal, but I did kind of just luck out by taking the worst trades. So we had some really good trades early on in the day for the 1 day, for the 1 hour time frame. We had 4 winners in a row, and then coincidentally I took the first loser that we had as one of our trades. And since then, what's our tally in terms of winners / losers? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've had seven winners on the 1 hour, and more, I should say, losers. Today's not been a great day in terms of losers, and as I said, we had 3 or 4 that just went against us on the open of the market, which is something we might need to address, and saying to the system, look, don't trade within a 30-minute time frame of the open and the before the open and after the open, so a 1 hour time frame or window there. But that will require much more testing. That will require looking at this analysis page and seeing whether or not we are consistently being stopped out due to volatility and other factors as well. So losers, we had 1. Oh no, that's a different trade. Disregard. 1 loser. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. So what did I say winners was? I think I said 10. I said 9 or 10. Or did I only say 7? Sorry, I'm going to have to recount now, because I see I've jotted it down earlier. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 7-Eleven. We go to the convenience store. So not a good day in terms of our 1 hour signals. I've still probably got another maybe 1 or 2 hours of trading before I head to bed. So I'm going to keep tracking. I'll track this for the next however long this video goes, as well as after, just to get an idea as to whether or not we can pull back a couple of those now that the market's calmed down. And we do have one trade that I included that was a loser that we probably we wouldn't have, because it was only a 4 pip trade and we would have never taken that trade, but I did it just out of interest basically. So that would have been not on the books, which would have dropped it to 10.7, which is a little bit better, but it's still shit. And I'm trying to think if there was any other issues that we had today. So that was the one we wouldn't. Oh, in fact, there's two that were 4 pip losers. Listen to the stutter. Where'd my pencil go? Too many P's coming out. So I'm just looking at my book, and what I might do starting next week, if we don't already have the history page up and running, is I'll start documenting this on my screen so you can see what I'm doing, instead of just listening to me drone on while staring at a book, which is probably not how many people would choose to spend 30 minutes of their time. Whether or not anyone's actually going to listen to these ever, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a crazy dude talking to a microphone, talking to himself. So loser, that would have been wiped out. Actually, I better not do that, otherwise I'll get confused. So that would have taken it down to 7-9 in terms of actual trades that we took. And I'm not going to remove any other ones. I think we probably, because the other ones were genuine losers, I believe. I mean, there were trades that went sort of 80%, as you can see with this trade we just had here on the Euro Jappy. And when we were looking at the 1 minute time frame, we went sort of 8 pips, only looking for a 10.1 pip take profit. So there was potential there if we had a 80% take profit that we would have actually reached that. But I'm not accounting for those things at this early stage, nor am I accounting for not trading within that 1 hour window we were just talking about, which would have eradicated 3 losers today. Probably 4 if we include the other 4 pip one, because I'm assuming we've lost that just because of volatility. And I don't even know when we're supposed to enter. 8 minutes ago. Let's have a look. Was it Euro USD? I mean, we might have won, but even if we won, it's like fucking the spread is half of that. Spread is pretty much always around sort of 1.5, 2 pips, sometimes even more on pairings like the USD CNH. So as soon as you're in the trade, you're super close to your stop loss, and all it takes is one little spike and you're out. So we're on the 1 minute here, and we've got to count back 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We might have been alright here because it doesn't look like we've had too much volatility there. We might have hit it sort of there. Let me figure out what our entry was. 1.12533. 1.12533. Oh yeah, so we were down here. What? Right down the bottom there. Wow, look at that. This is a 1 minute time frame, and in 1 minute that shot up 6 pips. So that would have hit, but 4 pips, as I said, we're not taking that, so I'm not going to include that as a winner. And I do think we need to seriously look at the Euro USD to see whether or not there is an issue there, because in my mind that is, because you go over to the 1 hour time frame, and generally it's looking to make around about what the ATR is, and the ATR for the 1 hour candles for the last 14 candles is 14 pips of movement or volatility range rather. And if we look at this one, we're talking 32, 33 pips. So it's come down, and then it's continued down another 15, and we're only looking in a 1 hour period for 4. No, there's something wrong there. So we'll figure out what that is in the not too distant future, hopefully, and we'll get that resolved. There is the same issue sort of here with the Euro GBP as well. So you know, on the 1 day time frame, only predicting a 7 pip move, which is weird, and the USD chief as well on the sort of 6 to 7 pip range, whereas the others are generally, you know, 40, 50, very high. So maybe this is an issue due to the over optimization, as I was talking about in yesterday's video, which is the issue we're fixing with the 1 day predictions. Possibly that is the case, and it's averaging down or something along those lines as it optimizes repeatedly. But yeah, we'll find out in the either tomorrow or next week once we're launched, once we've pushed that solution. So let me just quickly, I guess, tally up and have a look through some of the other trades. We did record this morning a lot of the 1 day trades, so we might be able to check some of those to see whether or not any of those are are winners now. I believe on the AUD USD we hit a decent amount of trades. Was it AUD USD or the USD CAD? USD CAD. Good, we're positive again. Was looking a little bit dangerous for a while there with that solid red candle going down. I was thinking, Jesus, we're going to get stopped out of a lot of trades here, but we seem to be alright for the time being. It's heading back up, although you can see you've got the 50 EMA, exponential moving average, that's crossed over the 200 moving average. So and there has been a couple of very strong rallies down, and then lower highs, lower low, and it's been sort of hovering at this level for a couple of days now. It's been frustrating me because we've got so many trades that we can't close because they've been repeatedly open. We must have about 20 trades open on this period now, or 20 trades that I've documented that I don't have a result for, which is super frustrating. But let's see if we can get rid of some of the other ones off the books. Okay, nothing with USD CAD can go. So not that one, not that one, not that one. Nope. And after this I'll tally up our results for the 1 day as well, just so you can have an idea as to what we're looking at there. USD CAD, USD CNH, we might be able to do that one. Where are we at? USD CNH, it was a strong sell, so immediately I'm thinking, oh, that's 1 minute, we might be alright. Well, yeah, I think we probably lost this one if that's our entry there that I put in. 6646, yep. 6644, well, same difference, 2 points. Yeah, so we were looking for 56.8. So yeah, we've definitely been stopped out of that one, unfortunately. So many pages. Right, USD CAD, USD JPY. This one we might be stopped out of as well because there was a rally on the USD or Euro JPY. There was a rally back up there, and I think we entered quite low. Wait, am I looking at the right charts? Oh, maybe that's right, we've entered a new trade here. No, I was thinking of the AUD USD. Okay, so 120951, is that where we entered? No, that was much lower, wasn't it? I think we will be out of this one. 120. Oh, definitely out of this one. Jeez, it was a lot lower than I thought. 959. 51, even lower. Ugh, yuck. Okay, 27.8 pips, and we were looking to sell. This is another one of those echo trades, as are most, in fact, of the 1 day signals at the moment. That's why I've stopped trading them and stopped documenting them, because it's not a good representation of the results we're going to be getting. Even though yesterday we had 10 wins and 3 losses, like many of those wins came from the same pairing, so it's kind of stacking the system. If you get one win on one pairing, it kind of carries over to a couple of other wins on the same pairing, and it starts to make a warped reality of what's actually going on. And the same can happen if you lose. So we could have easily gone the opposite direction and had 10 losers and 3 winners, which is probably what we've done today. I haven't tallied up yet, but I should say that's closer to what we have today. This next one, I don't even need to look at on the charts. It's another Euro Jappy, a couple of pips above that one I just measured. That's going to be stopped out. Then another one at 121.031, which I think will be stopped out as well. So 0.3, yeah, definitely. By far, many crosses coming in. I hate it. Right, last page of the 1 days. USD CAD, USD Chief. Okay, we already got a result for that one. Euro Jappy, that 121019, another one. There was a whole bunch that came out. 019, did I say? Oh, damn. Yeah, we're going to be out of that one. There was like 3 Euro Jappy 1 day very strong sells within 1 hour, or maybe 2 hours, but very close together. And then there was another one that I actually took on the Euro Jappy, and that got stopped out. I should have stopped taking them, and I shouldn't have taken this one really, but this was actually a good trade. I knew all the other ones were kind of shit trades, so I saw that this was coming very close to this top here, and there was a good reason for me to believe that we'd pull back and head in the opposite direction, at that level at least. But we'll see, because this is where I ended up here, obviously, and the take profit is just at this bounce back level here. So I'm assuming it's gonna come down. It's probably gonna retest around here, and then I actually think it's probably gonna go up, because its overall trend, when you're looking at that little snapshot on the 4 hour chart, is an uptrend. You go out to the 1 day and it's kind of more up and down, highly volatile, coming off a very strong uptrend there, but in an overall downtrend by the looks. You can't really call that, to be honest. It's all over the show. That is crazy. So in my mind, I think it's going to head up at least to this level here. So I don't know what the system's really thinking with the very strong sells. I don't know what it's looking at for that, but hey, it's got a lot more data to analyze than I do, so we'll trust it that it's going to at least go down to this level here and then possibly bounce back up anyway. And it does seem to be going possibly in that direction. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we had another one, 121052, and I think we might be alright in that one. Oh no, 121. It's quite deceptive. 052. I think we're going to be out of this one as well. 28.7. Yep. So most of these trades were actually never in our favor. They were 100% sort of against us. Well, for 100% of the duration, it was a negative trade, a losing trade. USD CNH, we might have a result for this one. 944 was taken. Such a lonely day. Shouldn't exist. Wrong words. Classic. 7.065. Go with you. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong area for this trade then. It was a very strong sell anyway, so it's already not looking good. 944. Oh, wow. Wow, that's right, we've got multiple pages here. I'm not thinking 944. It's around this level. And we were looking for 49 pips on the downward, so I should say we're definitely not. Let me just make sure. It's further than I thought. Oh, so it'll be this black line that I've already entered. 6593. 6533? Okay, no it's not. 65. There, that's where we entered. So definitely we've been stopped out of this. Not here, not there. We definitely didn't win it. We stayed in and then shebang, right there. Maybe not there, but definitely over here. We've been stopped out. So not a good day for the 1 day signals either. And Euro JP. But as I said, these are mostly echoes, so I should say probably 90% or 80% of the 1 day signals that we have at the moment will not exist anymore. So they would have never existed if we had it set up correctly. Have I recorded this Euro USD? Yeah, I did. Oh, that was a small one, wasn't it? So we had, okay, we had a couple more Euro JP trades, 3 more in fact, to just check off. I think one of these we've taken, but the other ones, 121, 104. This is going to be close. I'd say we're probably stopped out of this one. 28, yep. And let me just look at the other one. 227 or 277. So that might be the one we took. Or 299. 299 probably. Boing. Lost connection. And we're back. Yeah, so 299 would have been that one there. And we entered, we got in another trade, 277 here, roughly. So we're still in that one as well. And it's with us, but only just. Why does my connection keep dropping? What's going on? But we're out of that one, still active in that one. Okay, all the rest was still active. So let me just tally up for the day. Our 1 day signals. Where do we start? Here. Okay, so losers first. We got 1, 2, 3. It's not looking good. Let me just put that out there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 13, 14, 15, oh my gosh, 16, 17 losers, and I can tell you right now we're definitely going to be single digits for the winners. In fact, we're probably going to be low single digit for the winners. Now we did have some carryover trades from yesterday that turned into winners, but I'm not going to include them in the ones I took today. 1, 2, So, quite a contrast of 17 to 5. Wow. So that really bad. Let me just have a look here. GBP USD. I'm going to take this trade if it's still looking okay. Strong buy. Yep, we're still looking okay there. Let me just enter this 13.3. And let me quickly have a look at that. 30, we're going up. We are within, yep, plenty of room now. Sweet. I'm happy. 0.41 buy. And 13.3. Oh, I always do that. There's no points on this one. Maybe I should get rid of them on the other the other one, just in case there's an issue and I get confused when I'm in the heat of the moment. So stop loss is down, so bear level 124.759. 125025. Boom. There we go. Looks like we're on the 15-minute chart there, and we are popping off, looking for a retrace back to sort of our support level here by the looks, and then I should say bouncing off there and heading back down is the thought, maybe. Very strong negative candle there, but there's a strong pullback here. So yeah, that's a good indication. We got 15 minutes left on the 1 hour candle, so if that closes out like that, and I was just looking at this as my candles prior to taking an entry trade here, that is a great trade. We got in a little bit higher than I would have liked. As you can see, there's a difference in the distance between the entry price and our take profit versus our stop loss and the entry price. If we just jump over here and have a quick look, we can see, what we're looking for. We're looking for 13.3, right? So we got 15.8 on the downward and only 10.9 on the upside. So I would have liked to have entered this trade a little bit sooner if I'd been actively watching it. And once we have our notifications, our push notifications done, which will be coming very shortly, I will be getting in the trades a lot quicker, because I won't have to keep on checking here, and hopefully it'll be easier. So 24892 was our entry, which is coincidentally right where I'm hovering right now. Look at that, I didn't plan that. So yeah, you can see we got in sort of 2 pips below, but we do have sort of a 1 pip spread anyway. So let's see if I can. Yeah, it's about 1 pip, I think. If you look 94531, so 1.4. So we didn't miss it by much, really. And it looks to be going in our favour already, and it's probably going to be a quick one. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be a quick winner. If we can break through that previous tested limit. Let's drag that down there. Check our other trades that we got going. So we're positive with the Euro Jappy, looking to head down to our take profit at this support level. Sort of making its mind up at the moment. It has created a new low in this, this consolidation area, as you can see by having, these candles close out on the 5-minute time frame below any of the previous closes. We've effectively got a new low there, which is a positive sign that we want to head down a little bit, but we do have the same opposite can be said as well for a close. But it looks like this is very, very strong resistance here, look how many times it's tried to go up, you know, two times in a row with massive moves. You know, we're looking at sort of 8 pip moves and then retraces to close the candle on exactly the same spot every single time. Then it's dropped down a bit, then it's tried again, and it's failed again, and then it's finally come down. So, you know, that's caused us to have a new low, and I should say we're probably going to continue in the downward. It might come back up and try this area once more, but I think it's probably going to get the same result. It seems like the selling, you know, the sell-off is very strong when it gets to that level. So I'm happy with that trade, how it's looking at the moment, even though it's sort of popping back up at the moment. In general, I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. Oh, the bane of my existence, USD CAD. It just doesn't want to make its mind up. It doesn't want to tell us what it's going to do. It's been hovering on this area. We're on the 1 hour charts. Let's have a look at the 1 day charts. Oh, it's been up, down, up, down, up, down, everywhere. So, yeah, there's potential here, but really, I would probably be looking to just get out of this trade. It's been going on for 3 days now, I think, 2 or 3 days, and there's no clear indication that it's going to go up any further. It's starting to look like it might head down. So I'd probably just be looking to exit this trade if I'm going to be completely honest. Cut the loss and look for a better opportunity, and possibly even a sell here, to be honest. But we don't have a signal for that, so it's looking good. Broken above that previous probing wick of the candle. Is that what they call it in trading? I don't actually know. You call it the wick? I guess so. Tough shit if you don't. Adopt it. I said so. You beauty. Keep on going. Quite crazy to watch that spread and how it dynamically adjusts. So like it'll, you know, it's closer for a couple of seconds and it spreads out as the volatility increases, and as the volatility shrinks down it automatically becomes a little bit more narrow. Here we go, one final push. Could do with a winner today. It's not been a great day in terms of trades. Much better on the 1 hour predictions, which is the actual trades. Even though we had more losers than winners, I'd still consider it to be a pretty decent day in terms of accuracy. Especially if you were cherry picking your trades, you could have done quite well. I just can't wait to start live testing in terms of with a live account. I know this is an essential step, obviously, testing with a demo account. There's no point going to a live account if you can't get consistent results on a demo account. And some people, like a lot of people, they don't advise trading on a demo account. They say no, go straight to a live account. It's better for you. You need to get used to dealing with money. You need to get used to the feeling of having money in the game, skin in the game. And although I see their point of view, I do see that point of view, because it does feel different, definitely. But if you're a complete beginner, and we've just hit that take profit, very nice. But if you're a complete beginner and you're just going to lose money while you're figuring shit out, like, what's the point? Spend a month or two on a demo account, invest the time to actually learn a system, at least break even with that system on a demo account. Prove that you can get consistent results and formulate a strategy. Read up on trading psychology, right? Do a whole bunch of research and just mature yourself as much as possible to the trading before you put money in the game. Otherwise, you're just going to wind up losing most of that money. Even if it's only $100. $100 is $100. Don't scoff at $100, nor 1,000, and especially not 10,000. Some people go crazy when they start. So I don't know. I don't understand it. How people pressure people into going live with a live account. Too many lives. Maybe that's what they think they have, right? They think they're invincible. But it's very easy to get caught up in, I guess, losing your account, and you're down 10%, you're down 15%, and you decide, stuff it, I'm going to double my lot size and try to recoup the loss that I've sustained to my account. And then all of a sudden you're down 50, and there's no coming back from there. You're like, wow, we may as well go for gold now and just do some ludicrous trading. And then all of a sudden your account's blown, and you don't understand the mental and the psychological implications that will have on someone, especially someone who's younger and maybe a little bit more inexperienced. For myself, I had a similar experience when I was quite young, 14 years old, when I first sort of got into trading. And I blew a $100 account, but I did a lot of research and I paper traded prior to that, so I probably went in there with a lot more experience than some people would. And that's the way I've always been. I've always tried to prepare and tried to analyze the situation, and I lasted maybe 3 months, I think, with that $100 before it was all gone. So did a lot better than many people would have, and it was a good introductory, but it was also quite scarring as well, losing all that money, because $100 is a lot of money for a 14-year-old kid. So it was not fun. But yeah, I would advise, definitely, even if you're using this system, go on a demo account, just practice taking the trades, practice good documentation in terms of recording your trades, good execution of those trades, making sure that you're taking clean entries, you get used to setting your stop losses, your take profits, you understand all the nuances, learn about, just watch the charts really, and just observe how the market maneuvers itself, right? How it moves on the different charts that you're looking at, and start spotting patterns and things that will help you in the long run, because that's something you just can't learn by watching videos or by reading a book or doing anything else, which those are really good things to do, and you should definitely educate yourself, but you still need to spend time in front of the charts. So before I go on for another 20 minutes about ramblings and bullshit that you don't really care about and you didn't come here to listen to or watch, although I guess you're not seeing me, you can't see me, all you wrestling fans, if there's any. We're gonna cut it there. I'm gonna end it, and we'll see what tomorrow has in store for us. Hopefully some slightly better results than today.